Now we're going to make a practice instrument. This is something you're going to use in class and for your independent lessons until you pick up your instrument. If you have your instrument at home already, I still want you to make one because I want us to all practice this together, and then we'll transition to your real instrument. So what you're going to need is a paper towel roll and a marker. So if you don't have that right now, I want you to pause and go get it. And if you don't have it today, then I want you to pause and wait till you get it, and then come back and watch the video before you turn in your assignment. Okay, now you should have your paper towel roll and your marker. If your paper towel roll looks a little bit messy like this, just peel away the extra parts so that it's nice and clean and it looks like this. And what you're going to do is, for different instruments, if you play bass, you're only going to do your first finger tape and your fourth finger tape. And later we will add the shifting down, but you really just need 1 and 4. So we're going to do that together. Cellos, violins, and violas, you only need fingers 1, 3, and 4. So right now, I'm going to start with the bass. So if you play the bass, I want you to take your fingers and make like you're holding a cup or like a can of soda, and then you're going to just put your hand right over so that your thumb is on the back and your fingers are on the front. And you're going to make a little dot right next to your 1 and right next to your 4. And you're going to make a little dot right at your thumb. I'm going to move my thumb backwards so that I put it right in the center. Now when I take it away, I should have 2 dots. So now I'm going to draw a line across going from my dots to make a finger tape. I'm going to make it pretty thick so that I can see it really well, like this. And I went right across the center of the dot. If you don't get it lined up correctly, you can always redo the dot for your thumb later, or do your dot for the thumb after these two. Then you're going to let it kind of dry a little bit. You can blow on it before you put your fingers on it, but you should have it right at 1 and 4 so that when you practice, your finger tapes are in the right place. Alright, now for violins, violas, and cellos. You are going to do the same thing. I'm going to turn it on this side so we do it all again. And you're going to do fingers 1, 3, and 4. Your second finger, sometimes remember your second finger comes up and sometimes it goes down to your 1. So we're going to leave second finger, and cellos, you only use second finger occasionally. So second finger does not have a tape right now. So I'm going to put a dot. Coke can. Put it on. Dot next to 1. A dot next to 3. And a dot next to 4. And you just want to make sure that you're being very careful not to put your fingers like this. You want to make sure when you're holding that Coke can that they're spread out. So I should have some space between each finger when I place it on the paper towel roll. And then I'm going to take my fingers off and draw the line across each dot. And now I should see 1, 3, and 4. And then once it dries, you can put your fingers there and your thumb on the back, and you can put a dot for your thumb. Cellos, violins, and violas, you're going to put a dot for your thumb on the side. It's just a little dot. And sometimes if the dot does, if you know where your thumb goes, you don't have to put the dot. So now you should have your practice instrument. Bring this to class next week.